picked up a game and just immediately felt that power fantasy click? Well, that's exactly how I felt diving into the Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive demo. And let me tell you what, if you're ever a fan of the manhwa or the anime, then you are in for absolute treat, because this game truly makes you feel like the aura farmer himself, Sung Jin-woo. So let's talk about gameplay, because honestly, this is where Solo Leveling Arise shines. You get to choose from the 4 distinct playstyles, and each one of those feels totally different, even with its own unique difficulty curve. There's the Assassin class, which is Jinwoo's go-to before he fully awakens as the Shadow Monarch. Then you got the Duelist, all about that intense hand-to-hand combat. If you like casting spells, then hey, there's the Elementalist for you. And of course, there's finally the Ruler class for some of you who overall like to command the battlefield into your control. Now, the combat itself, oh my dear lord, this shit is fucking amazing. It's fast-paced, it's fluid, genuinely makes you feel like you are Jinwoo himself, zipping around, unleashing crazy ass attacks, and for any true solo leveling fan, stepping into those shoes is just pure bliss. I decided to kick things off with the Assassin's class, or as the game calls it, the hardest class to overall master. And let me tell you what, brother in Christ, this class is fun as absolute hell. I was literally just all over the screen, dog. I was all over, bro. I was moving like I was on crack in the 80s, you know? The different abilities are fantastic. My absolute favorite has to be the overall ultimate attack. And he gets 2 of those ultimate attacks. He can either cast this zip and zoom with his blades, or you can just pull out his full-blown Shadow Monarch form. Now, here's the sad part about that. For anybody who is seeing this, for my anime only fans, you may not know this transformation yet, but for anybody like myself who in my mind were readers, my god, is absolutely crazy for how much damage you can overall do. But just like in the manhwa and anime, there's a huge plot point about Jinwoo soloing his dungeons. And hey, guess what? The game actually lets you do that. You'll be soloing these gates, all while protecting your buddy Jinwoo. It's perfect. Now, as you do complete the specific objectives and stuff of that nature, within the dungeons, you'll just be able to level up Jinwoo like he does in the show. And you can even save your progress at these checkpoints. Now, these checkpoints are super handy because that's where you could form your team, manage your equipment, tweak the abilities, and also you can even have other hunters support you once you can acquire them in dungeons. That's a nice touch. And you can even overall find them through the hunter like gotcha system, but I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. Now, the entire demo really nails that power fantasy that solo leveling is famous for. I genuinely enjoy this game. It's pretty similar to the mobile version, but I am definitely digging this one a lot more, especially since it doesn't have any of those gotcha mechanics like the autoplay and the actual gotcha pulls. And some of the combos, bro, had me so geeked and hype. I was out here screaming like I was Jinwoo's English voice actor. Now, very similar to the mobile game, you get the Hunter Association lobby. And anybody who's played the mobile game would definitely recognize this. This is essentially your main hub area where you can upgrade your gear. You can access the online mode to play with other players. You can craft your gear, which allows you to fully upgrade your weapons. And this is where you can actually recruit new hunters as summons. Now, unlike the gacha game, you can actually recruit these new hunters using the in-game currency that you end up obtaining throughout your dungeons, which in my opinion is very awesome. And I definitely love that netmarble actually made that decision so that PC players don't have to worry about that. Also, in true RPG fashion, there is also a massive skill tree for Jinwoo, letting you upgrade his weapon abilities, his own powers, himself. You can upgrade everybody. You can upgrade the other hunters as well. Like it gets pretty extensive, and it really showcases that we're going to be doing a lot of grinding to get the best team comp, as well as make sure that Jinwoo is the best that he can be. Now, that's one crazy part about it, and I really enjoy is like they really went to full blown into this entire thing. So I cannot wait for the full game's release. Now, overall, playing the campaign, theoretically, you could play all the way up into the main story where you actually fight Igris. And of course, fighting Igris, This was an incredible boss battle. Now, throughout the entire 19 or 20-ish dungeons, you fight multiple different bosses, but Igris, they really made sure that he had the same presence, the same aura. They did my boy justice. I felt that same sensation that Jinwoo did, that epic feeling of overcoming a massive threat. You can feel the overall, like, it's weighing down on you. He's dealing crazy damage. You're running out of heals. Fighting him was just overall badass. And I can't wait to see all the other fights we get to do later once the game gets its full release. And yes, you can even extract the shadows like our main man Jinwoo can do as well. That's actually another cool mechanic because you can extract the shadows and you can even have the shadows fight alongside of you. Now, overall, for my peeps out there who are trying to understand what exactly is solo leveling, let's briefly touch on the story premise. So the game, or the demo, because I don't know if the full game will start you out like this, but the demo actually picked us up as Jinwoo was tasked by Yu Jinwoo to tackle 20 gates to gate their own hunter guild. Now, essentially, throughout your first hour or some change of this demo, you essentially speed run through these gates and you follow the story from there. Now, right up to when Jinwoo was tasked by the system for his infamous job change quest, it's actually really cool reliving the story in a game format. And they absolutely get it right as a solid video game adaptation. The abilities are pretty wild though, as we don't really get to see Jinwoo pulling off these type of moves at this specific point in the original story. So I feel like that is more gameplay wise. Now, theoretically, him doing the whole Shadow Monarch thing was a little bit off-putting because at this point, he doesn't even know what a monarch is when you are playing through this. So I feel like that was just the netmarble's way of like getting people into like feeling what can happen at the later stage. So hopefully when the game does fully come out, you actually obtain these powers through the natural means, just like how Jinwoo obtained them. So that is something that is just my one little gripe that I had. But hey, that's just strictly, it's a game. So the story eventually leads you straight into the pivotal job change quest that drastically reshaped the entire solo leveling narrative. Now, moving on to the visuals, the game truly looks like you're reading the manhwa just in motion. Cutscenes are either presented in that beautiful manhwa comic book style or as in-game conversations between characters. Now, I do have to say I absolutely adore the art style they chose. It perfectly fits the vibe of both the anime and the manhwa. And dude, the fucking audio, man, it's really good too. The voice acting is in Korean, so you do not get an English voice acting, but even then, it is still fantastic. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, these might even be the official voice actors from the anime. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, I could be wrong. So all in all, Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive really delivers on that power, ultimate power fantasy. I had a blast playing it. I think you will too. It's got all the action and the different classes and just being able to like play with your friends if you want to do co-ops with them, and everybody else can utilize their specific fighting styles that they chose. And honestly, it's just a fantastic way to relive the story. So let me know what are your guys' thoughts. Are you hyped for Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive? Just let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more game reviews and breakdowns, and as always, Outcast peeps, I want you to stay safe out there, and it's been your host, Chaos DTV, signing out. Peace.